truth and love me for the lies. Don't care for what it was, long as you know what it is. The best man for the job like Tank Diggs. From all Americans down to the father figs. And you know how it gets, so tell me what it do. Most wanted like Jamie out in Malibu. 50 Cent to the game, you just know this how we do. Told you I get this shit done with or without you. And that's so true, here to set the record straight. Nate Dogg, it's time to regulate. Band back together, nigga, watch how we orchestrate. Give a little more than I take, but who can I run to when I need my own escape? And she don't really care if it's wrong or it's right. Here for the moment, so she fucking out of spite. And I know. Yeah, y'all come eat.
5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, my dumb, I was about to take me his hot sip.
Action, double that ain't you, so why the fuck you acting, okay? I'm a player and I play this shit with passion. You a dummy if you sit there while we crashing. A lot of women want my heart, but none of that shit lasting. A lot of people cut you off and you don't bring the cash in. Tell them both I got the smoke and here I'm passing. Tell them both look at the camera when it's flashing. Never cared about the questions that you asking. Never cared about it, you know why? From the back I had to flip most of my shit to get by. A lot of niggas want my spot, I want them niggas to try. A lot of shorties want to work, I got the word to supply. I ain't even got to sit up here and tell you no lie. Like I'm supposed to put the city on my back, bring it home. No one knows about this shit, I had to do on my own. All the stories that I tell gon' end up written in stone.
Hey, check 1, 2.
Yeah.
Welcome and welcome back to the King Status Podcast with me, your host, Mr. Mortar King, along with
EdBuck LC, a.k.a. Playboy Bucky. Y'all already know what's going on.
Mr. Prolific, a.k.a. J. Duce.
If
Do say so.
Myself.
Thank y'all for tuning in and welcome back. Welcome if this is your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel and follow us on our pages. Everything in the link, all the links are in the description below.
He's scared. New Year's upon him. He's scared. He's scared of the new year.
New year, new me.
Chill.
What's up, fellas? Let's try it. Let's try this one. What's up, Duce? What's up?
What's going on?
What's up? What's your New Year's plans, my boy? What's your
New Year's plans? Shit, I'm hopefully somewhere I'm lit, man. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Got these, I mean, you know, when you approach these years, I only got a few turnips left, so I'm gonna make sure I enjoy them.
Nah, man. You got a lot of them.
I'm gonna be taking it back a notch. I'm trying to get on some, some real get money.
Nah, I'm with you. But you got a lot of them.
No, cause I be fucked up. Like that's what I'm saying. I got a couple years of fucked up. Like, I'm saying that you was chilling like over the weekend. You can. I don't want to introduce your girl birthday.
We can just skip over that. I get it.
All right. So, but yeah, that lit was a cool lit. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I was vibing. What's up?
What up, though?
What's them New Year's plans? New year, new you?
Absolutely not.
Hey, yo.
Nah, it's the same. Me, just new principles. For me, just try. Not new morals, but just like just update morals and just try to stand on more stuff that that you shouldn't really be affected by. Just stand on, just getting that work done.
Yeah, so what are some things like steps like or what is everybody's goal? I know I ain't say mine yet. You know how I usually do. Like I'll ask y'all and then I just get right like to what else how y'all trying to do it. But at the same time, it's not necessarily. I'm with Duce on that. Like I just said, I've been more on the let me get focused, like completely 100% focused on everything to make more things work, including this show.
Yeah.
My household, myself, everything. Like because, like I said, this year has been the year I did so much reflecting. And I was looking at things from the outside for the first time and saw like some of the toxic things like we really have been around.
Right.
That I really realized like how much more I don't tolerate anymore, and like just what I'm about and like like a lot of things I stand for. Because definitely is if your negativity. If you got negativity. I like when I realize how much I'm not around it anymore. When it comes around, it's like, get that away from me. Right. Like I don't want none of that. Right. And my new shit is, I know Duce was like this one. My new shit is like, also keep your realistic views away from my dreams. Like like with everybody saying like, oh, I'm being realistic. Now I understand like being real life. I know I can't just I'm gonna just fly to the moon just off my feet. I know but I'm not saying nothing like that. I know I'm not saying crazy things like that. But when I'm like when we're saying things like even the quick conversation when we said the guests we may have, and even though like one of us was like say, oh yeah, it's gonna be a check, but I'm like, we're gonna be there by that time.
Right.
So it's like, but then you got other people around you, like that may say certain things with your dreams. How you gonna do that? That don't happen. That's not gonna happen. Or how you gonna do that? You ain't never had this. And it's like, yo, or when everybody say the realistic, oh, I'm being realistic, but like, why can't realistic be my dreams? Why can't that be real? Why can't the guests we are talking about, or the type of money, the type of wealth, or anything, or what we want to take this show to, or anything to? Why can't that be realistic? Why can't that be a realistic thing? So that's why I say like, but we know like the hating type of realistic, or the the playing it safe realistic. But I was like, no, I want to do that. That's why in the last episode, one of the last few episodes, I was like, when Duce said, I don't even remember if it was on camera, but I know I remember I was saying to you, Duce, I was like, nah, because I said I wanted to get the subscribers to a certain point in 2024, and you did that times 100. Like you said, no, why not that? And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because of the if I aim for the moon, and even if I don't get to the moon, but I'm amongst the stars, I'm like, bro, I'm there. But if I shoot low, I'm gonna get low if it doesn't work. Like if I aim this high and I miss, I'm at the floor still. Like so, it's like why not aim high? Because then I believe then that'll help us reach past our expectations, or the original thing I said, original number I said. How do y'all feel about that? Like what are some things, like you said, adopting new principles? Like what are the things like that you're the new adoptions that
Like just trying to be more social, like sociable. Like that's definitely one thing. Like we was just talking about that previous episode. Just trying to like just reach the people and show them more of like my personality, giving them more insight on like people don't know that we are as funny as we are. Just as charismatic as we can be. All that type of stuff. Just and a lot of people don't really know that. I mean, outside of watching the show and stuff like that, but the people don't know that we are as informative as we are.
exactly?
Like, people don't know that we've been through all the stuff that we've been through, or some of these stories. Like, so when people hear it, they be, yo, I would have never. Yeah, I bet you would have never known, because I keep that part of my life separate from what I want people to see. So,
Or you're finally at a place, we're all finally at a place where we're okay to talk about it.
right.
Because some of it we did get through, and we know how to maneuver. And you can't, like, and we're showing, like, bro, you can't hurt me with that no more. Like,
Yeah.
because me bringing it to the world, bro, I had to deal with it.
Right.
I had to deal with that. I had to deal with a lot of the stuff looking in the mirror more than like.
for sure. And so like and like your quote really been like just been living with me, like literally like the last week, 2 weeks, especially the couple of days where I told you how I was feeling. And it's just like that whole like, yo, I want to really squeeze life for everything it got, and really see like, yo, you know what, bro? I done bullshitted for so long, or I done did this for so long, and it's always giving me the same type of feeling, or
Same
just that same,
outcomes.
yeah. And I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation last night, and we was like, she asked me, she was like, yo, how's your mental and stuff like that? And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. And like we just exchanging like how we feel about it, whatever. And the one thing that she said that stuck out to me, that I was like, yo, I literally been living like that maybe for like the last 3 to 5 years. And she was like, I just feel like I end the year off the same exact way. And when she said that, bro, that shit triggered me, because I was like, yo, bro, I can't remember a year where I did not end off the same exact way, where certain things is happening, certain things got taken, I wasn't doing certain things, or I might have been doing certain things, and certain like the same exact way for the last couple years. And I'm just like, bro, that shit made me want to shed a tear for a second. Like,
But that's the same thing. Some of the same things I was going through like at the beginning of this year. That's why I was more like That's why like the quote that I think definitely you were saying that I'd be saying is like, yo, let me try it this way. Let me see let me see what actually happens when I really go believe in myself
Right.
and really try to like really give 100 and like but really the believing in myself part. But that's the reason why, like I said on the last episode, like why 2020 the end of 2022 I had to dedicate myself to that. I said, yo, I really gotta fix like some of these issues and really get myself together. That's why by the time April come, we were able to start the greatest podcast on earth, King Status Podcast. And then like I said, when you came up here, that's really when everything just got more lit because now I'm like, okay, now I don't have to deal with the also, yo, I'm around everybody who I didn't grow up with. Like I'm not around anybody I grew up with. So nobody knows how to get me in certain modes at the same time.
Right.
Like because everybody's different and everybody's experience. So like and then like I'm not much of a drinker or nothing like that. So certain things it's like everybody knows, like because even at the party, like dude that was next to me, even though I'm not around him all the time, but he'd be at some of the functions. He was like, he looked at the bartender, give him half a shot. Like give him half. Like because
Take a
they
shot
know.
right now. It was Happy New Year.
But yeah.
Take a shot right now.
But yeah. Oh, okay, we can do that.
yeah,
Already
for sure.
poured. And for the show, like I said before, only for special occasions, celebrations, and we're going into the new year. We're gonna make a real toast right now. Like do say broke the sentimental stuff up. Like we're gonna turn up my dog to more life, success, blessings. Anybody watching, anybody on this, we pray for much success on your life. We pray everybody gets healing. They get to live. They get to do what they want. Chase your dreams. Follow your
Absolutely.
dreams because that's been the most I've been getting told this year out of people who have wealth is chase your dreams.
Right.
So like much success on us and everybody in here. Love y'all. Happy New Year.
And that's to 100K.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, this is mainly just do say now.
That's a healthy shot that you just took too, bro.
Woo-hoo. Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We outside now. This is a joke. Nah.
But what was some of y'all favorite moments of the year?
If you want
I can
as
start
far
off
as the show or
I mean,
just anything.
you could do it all. I mean, whatever. If you want to do just the show, that's cool with me. I mean, I don't have episode titles in my head right now, so
All right,
I just was gonna say stuff that happened.
We'll do the shows and then like just after.
But even the shows, we kind of talked about some stuff that happened. Like in one of our episodes, we talked about hip hop's 50th, and that being this year and all the events. Like
Right, for
I just
sure.
got real nostalgic watching Will Smith at the Grammys, like killing it in the Phillies jersey. You know what I'm saying, with Jazzy Jeff. Like
Yeah, that was dope.
Bro,
That was dope.
Great breath control, like killing a full performance
Yeah.
at no problem. Like I know that's Will Smith, but like niggas like we kind of been putting smut on that man's name, and he still like
But stuff like that
can
is
do
real
everything he
underrated.
ever did.
Yeah, stuff like that is my fault to cut you.
No,
Jay.
you good?
I'm just piggybacking off what you just said. Like as far as like the breath control stuff like that is so underrated, especially for older artists. They really prepare for that type of stuff. So
Well, they came from that era, like
Well,
the
yeah,
artist development and everything. So you had to know how to do that,
Right.
and have stage presence.
yeah,
But
what we just talking specifically shows right now.
well,
Well,
you
I
know,
just named something that we did.
Yeah, he gave the hip hop's 50 or so.
And we did a show on it, so you could do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
well, yeah, true.
For me, some of the highlights, bro. Starting off, if we go starting specifically with the show, is being invited. Like, coming to do the episode was just different. And I just remember how I felt after doing it. Like, bro, I want to do that shit, bro. Like, it just became real therapeutic. Like, yo, I get to get some of the stuff that really been hindering me just out of my system. Like, it's not that. You feel me? It might have made me feel some types of ways. It's just the fact that, like, sometimes you just want to talk about it, so it's just out your system. So potentially that it doesn't hinder you, and like you get to certain places and then you clam up because of those types of things. So doing that first episode was cool as hell. Just getting invited, y'all accepting me, just being a part of the vision, being a part of something so positive for once, and just really taking that accountability, like, yo, I want to do all I can do to help this shit go to where it can go.
Facts.
So that was definitely one of my proudest moments of the year is just being a part of this.
No, that's what's
And
up. And like watching y'all growth, like yo, I was watching like his first time on camera with me, which was the wind down.
right.
And him just not run talking camera, him fidgeting, him looking at the camera, and then
Yeah.
the first episode we ever shot with just me and him he just was trying to see like how he was gonna do everything.
hmm
And then from like you adding you, and then just the growth episode after episode been like fire to watch. Like
Right.
But I think the growth is amongst all three of us as well because of we're talking about things that we necessarily may not talk about, even in the settings sometimes when we all kicking it, because there's usually a turn up or everybody's around, so everybody's kicking it, maybe watching the game or something like. So this gave us more of the asking those questions and really picking each other's brain, and then it really showed how much information we all have.
Right.
Especially like like 2 episodes ago when I really thought about it, I said, wait, we all had that management position, like, but we never talked about that.
Right.
Like for the most part now, we only made hear you talk about it, do say, but now it's I was like, wait, but we all
fuck
know
them
this.
motherfuckers.
And then I had to terminate somebody right after that.
You know what I'm
Right
saying?
after
Hey,
that.
man. Hey, if you don't like your job, go get a fucking new one. Like, don't like just go get a new one, cause it ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's
Nah,
all.
I'm about to say, and being transparent about that. If you don't like your job and it's really like it's dictating things that you don't want it to dictate, like you said, bro, get another job. Do things that make you happy. Like find them jobs that make you happy while you work as well. Like it might not be your dream job or whatever, but find something that does make you happy to do in the time being while you're trying to find or you're trying to go for your goals and stuff. Cause it does make a difference, bro. Like it
And
definitely does.
stop being you are not gonna be able to live your life as well off and as frugal as you do and want to pursue your dream. You might gotta change some shit up. You can't go out every weekend and drink, spend $100 at the bar, spend $200 here. Always got like going out to eat every day. Like you might gotta come in, lock in, and put money into your dreams. Like I grind for my shit. Like and it's definitely you could turn that corner real quick if you understand what you're doing. Like Prolific Studios is definitely coming to shoot more shows, and that's going to be my main source of income by like the halfway. By my son's birthday, so I'm going to be just doing that.
It's
There we
funny.
go.
It's funny you say that because I've been on the same type of wave thing. I'm like, bro, I think I'm gonna get my studio back up and run. Like, there's small things like that. Like, bro, certain things I gotta make happen just so I can get, like that certain satisfaction for myself again. So I definitely been thinking of that. Like, yo, I'm gonna get my studio up, like back up and running again.
And I definitely think like everybody. I think it seems like definitely we're all in that place because what you said, the conversation you had, I said, man, I've been thinking that a lot. Like, I'm sick of feeling like this. I'm sick of this happening and not doing this right. So again, I was like, yo, what am I doing wrong? Like a transparent moment. I'm more like, yo, I gotta really learn to budget properly. So that's what I've been working on lately. Like, yo, I have to budget properly. Like, so like you said, it's like the not eating out so much and everything. Not saying I do a lot, but sometimes like breakfast I made like always because I'm out. Like, but I definitely feel like this is like.
But and if you
everybody's
want
locking
to,
in.
as you already established, as someone as you might gotta get in the field again.
Mhm.
Hey man, go get in your field. Yo, I need to go. I can create some content for you over here. Interview, blah blah. That's gonna cost. Boom. Like you can get back in your bag. Like if you ever need to. That's what I kind of tapped into.
I've been
This time of
definitely
the year,
thinking
I
about
needed
it.
some bread, and I ended up making sure I had some shit lined up to make the extra bread I needed.
I definitely been thinking about it because that a lot of ways, even though like I started podcasting before doing that, but then the interviews kept me around it. So then that perpetuated into this. So it made this even easier,
Right.
especially because I'm doing it with y'all. So it made it even more because it's like, okay, now I'm not doing it with strangers, doing it with people I know, and then I'm cool when I hang around. So it's even easier. But I definitely was like, because I did fall in love with doing that, interviewing artists, and people do be asking. Like, so, but that's why, like, even when we bring guests up here, it's like the same because I got in a place of, yo, I like helping others. But at the same time, I started having to be selfish as well with, wait, what do you want to accomplish for yourself though? So that's why I haven't done it. in a little bit because I mean technically I have because we've been doing it on the show. So,
Right.
but like the one-on-ones, like in the way you saying, that's why I'm like, nah. I've been thinking about getting back to it just to uh keep certain things moving and everything. It's just more of how I want to do it because I have been thinking too. Like if I did it, I'll probably still keep it on this channel and everything. Like just keep it in the same place. Like just having it in playlists. If y'all haven't noticed, because I put the guest interviews in his own playlist in the interviews section. So if you just wanted to go see some of the interviews and get to them quick, where you don't have to look through all the episodes because there's enough now. Like so, like if you want to go find it.
Shout out us.
Yeah,
Did
like we
everybody,
been keeping it consistent. Every week we've been doing it.
Did you
Yeah.
give your favorite episode?
Oh no, who?
You.
Oh, I can't tell you. You Isaac Jay's over there. Like I can't see your eyes.
But he gave his already. We heard his. You heard mine.
No, I'm about to
Oh,
say,
I was kind of bingo card. I was kind of piggybacking off what he said because that's why I would say episode 22. I think that was one of the. I think that was.
Okay, I feel you. Yeah, pull out that. He ain't playing with y'all. He said, "I know
No,
the exact episode. Go
No,
watch it."
because
nigga."
that one was such a that was such an important episode. Like when we were saying it at the time, it was such an important episode. It was the first one where we were really getting, I think, diving deep
Mhm.
and really speaking on mental health, like as far like in our experience. I know that's the big thing right now, but it was also some things that we were all learning about each other and the how informative we were. Like even how when you said like that when we were talking about the how why healing's important, when you broke down the difference between having a psychologist, psychiatrist, and all, like basically like the difference and all that because those were things I didn't know. I didn't have that information too because I didn't really know anybody like that in their adult years who and that was close to me that went to a therapist or went to seek that type of help. So like when you hear a psychiatrist, people just automatically think, "Oh, this you psycho," like or something like. But when you broke down the difference, I was like, "Oh, I learned something in that moment." So that's definitely one of them.
That's
Man,
funny.
episode 5 is mine, man. Talent over hard work,
Oh
nigga.
man,
That's my
man.
favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the first debate?
Yeah,
like,
that's the
yeah, man.
that was a great joint. That was a pivotal moment for us. I felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of you gotta be able to flex that like muscle where you can really have a real conversation and show niggas not get mad, not get upset. Like it just healthy debate and it shows a different aspect of the show.
And that episode had a lot of funny moments too.
Yeah.
Like the clips, like when I think about those clips now, I was like, no, that's where when you saw about the invention, like where you could get up and see your thoughts. And Jay was like, he said, hell no. then what was the other one dude said? Oh no, that's when when you said something like you made bold like this, and I was like, he doesn't, because that was like that was like
After my
a little
birthday,
after
yeah.
your birthday. That's why I was like, oh nah, he
Coming
don't
back
bold
around,
that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm being Florida. Come fuck with me, fans.
Nah, that was definitely a funny one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
No, I was about to say I think 22 might be my favorite too. Just because of the information that we was able to give, the engagements that like a lot of people hit us up, me in particular too. Just like yo, I learned so much. I thank you. Just being even sharing, being vulnerable to the people, all that type of stuff. So I don't know, but this year just been stock full of moments for real.
Yeah, but I think it prepared us even more for this year about to come up, and it's still gonna be a while before we hit episode 100. I'm over here like, yeah, but I was like, yo, we got so much time too. Because when I thought about it, I was like, yo, if an episode drop every week, once a week. But it's only 52 weeks in a year. That's what I was like. I said, yo, it's still going
I'm
to be.
about to say we still.
I said, but that's going to make it even more because now we got 2024 to really continue expanding. So that means that episode 100, I know we speaking like way ahead, but that episode 100, that means by that time, it's really going to be lit.
Absolutely. Because I'm like thinking about you saying that. I'm like, damn, we still might not even get to 100 by next year.
Nah, we're not.
So
Actually,
that's gonna be
like,
cool. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be cool. 50th episode gonna be cool. 75th.
No, I might get them to increase the episode, y'all. We might get this juice.
well,
we
all,
might
it all
increase
depends,
it.
I mean,
'Cause
man.
we might get increase it.
it all depends on the engagement, how much it builds up, and then when things become a demand, supply and demand. When they want to see this sexy guy, keep that camera back on me, not on you. I said sexy guy, not you.
They know.
Oh, they know. Like, but
I
at
know.
the same time, like that's why I was like, I think it was still definitely a dope year and beautiful introduction year, and still introducing ourselves, but we definitely got some. We're gonna get some guests up here too. We got some things in line. We ain't gonna say yet, but we got some guests coming, and we getting them in line.
It's already set in stone. So just know it's definitely coming.
Fuel.
And Studio 4.0 coming next year. Woo, this shit gonna look so fire, man. I can't wait. Just some more subtle ads, man, and the aesthetic vibe. But that's all.
A statue of me, real quick. In there.
You already got that sculpted already? Like somebody made that job already?
Somebody do it quick. Somebody might do it for free because it's me.
Hey, talk your talk, man. Tell
I'm
them.
just saying they're gonna get one good look at me and be like, "Oh, absolutely."
Tell them to paint.
Sculpt him.
Yo, that I'm just gonna sit it right behind you. Just gonna be you looking at you like.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, handsome statue.
Hey, yo.
But now, so what are the?
Wait. Oh, never mind. Now, because I was about to say, did you even still say it?
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah,
say
yeah.
22.
Yeah, he
my
said
fault.
22.
So you know he be trying.
What are some things? I know, like it's not saying regret or anything. What are some things you want to do differently that you may have done this year and that you realize, hey, like going forward? And it's not so much that it's the new year, new me thing. It's just so happened some of the realization has started coming in the fourth quarter of the year. So it's more like like after all this and the holiday season and everything and birthdays,
Right.
let me just I'm a lock so in because I definitely was like, my New Year started after the day after Christmas. I said it really was really wanted it to start the day December 17th, but I was like, I said, nah, Christmas right after. So I was like, but what are the things? What are the things that you don't necessarily have to go into the mistakes, but that you just want to do better moving forward, not just in the new year, just moving forward.
I'm gonna do better posting content. Like that's the main thing. Posting content, advertising my businesses. Like I had a great year off of just word of mouth. Shout out to the village I have, the people around me that keep me busy and booked. So, but next year I want to kind of take things up a notch. I'm more selective of who's gonna be in the studio too. So like that came with this. Like I learned a bunch of different things how I feel about just the space in the area and what I'm building towards. So
Right.
yeah, that's mine.
I think I know I just said one of them. Like I said, just really budgeting properly, but it's really just getting more out of my shell. I have been doing a lot more small talk that I didn't even tell you all. Like it's just been certain things I've been praying for, and how God is putting them around me. I said, I started really finding myself having conversations with wealthy people. But I was like, but I plan to be in these rooms. So I said, so one of the things I learned, I said, I know how to make them laugh. I said, I'm starting to learn how to make them laugh, ask the right questions, and it's certain things, even certain things. And I'm not just talking about black wealthy folks. I'm talking about like, because when they're giving me conversations, sometimes it's literally like just how they carry themselves. Like, you may have heard, I don't know if y'all heard, but like that definitely like when they say like you may walk in a certain room and of wealthy people and they'll know like you that bull on the low because you might have a certain watch on, you may have a certain type of suit on, like you like you can see you look the part. So it's certain people like I told them like, what kind of cologne is that, like and they're like, oh, thank you, because then they start feeling good and it's like, it's this. I'm like, cool, got that thing and a tab, like, and then like I was like, because you wanna carry yourself like that. What was that?
I said, you the man. Niggas giving up the cologne drip. You supposed to keep that to yourself.
Well, like I said, it's not just. I was like some.
Why people
Some,
gatekeep
some,
stuff?
some like because
Hey man,
but like I
cologne
said,
different. My scent, you got.
but
My,
see,
it
but
do
do you
change
think?
with your skin, but
But do you
it
think?
depends. I ain't giving everybody the scent. You know what I'm saying? It
Hold
ain't
up,
like.
hold up, do say.
Mhm.
But is it? But is that just because of what we're used to in the environment we're from that does that? Because this person I asked, this was an older white gentleman,
Oh
and
yeah,
he.
you're not in his community, so he don't care.
But again,
But
but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but why do it matter so much?
yeah,
Like,
because it's just
and I'm not
like,
saying like to you, but I'm saying like, but why does
like
stuff
some,
like that matter
like
to us so much?
yeah,
Like,
something as little as that, like yo, my cologne, like
and the
Well,
crazy thing is,
I
it's
mean,
like,
I would say your scent is something kind of can remain in someone's mind more than anything. Like if you smell good, it's yo, that's that motherfucker that smell like, and when it's particular and it's unique, and if they experience it a bunch of times, like it can definitely leave a lasting effect on somebody. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. I'm just
But
because it's, but I just ask because it's like it's always funny to me about certain stuff like that because it's like, yo, you do know that somebody else got this shit too. Like
yeah,
you might not be around
yeah,
necessarily that person, but it's not to say that you won't take a flight and be like, oh shit, that's the smell that Marcus had or something. And you know, like the thing to me is when it
or
comes
you
to
won't
stuff is
just
like that.
stumble across it in a store or something like.
The funniest thing to me is it's like
Some shit you can't do
it's
that.
just nah, but
But but that's why I said something as little as like cologne. That's why I was just saying like
because I feel like the best part about it is like me introducing you to that smell because like how I just literally said the next time you smell it all you're gonna do is think about oh that's the smell that Ed had on or you go anywhere in the world all you're gonna think oh that smell like Eddie like you ain't gonna be like you if you a whore it's different but I'm like you might not necessarily be attracted to that person that smell
Hey,
like
yo.
that it might just be something about you when you had it on like oh that smells delightful you had it on perfectly scented that it stuck to your skin and you had a good smell to yourself and it just like they could smell them like oh yeah it just reminds you of them but if you put you smelling like bologna and put that joint on or something it's like oh I just know that smell nah like
Yeah,
So-
I see they posted my scent online. Like I mixed a couple too, so it's a process.
yeah.
I mean,
I used to be off that, too.
if you like, because people can't smell you online. That's why I'm more just like, yo, when I'm asking. But it started being those type of things. Like when I'm getting around these wealthy people, and I'm talking about like country clubs, staying wealthy folks. That's why I'm like, yo, when you look at them, you see they type of luggage and all. Like
Country
they
clubs,
not, they just not like flamboyant, obviously, but you know who got it, like who
Right.
really has it when they certain things. So it's just more like, but then like one of the things, like key things I saw with a few of them is like, oh, I know how to make these people laugh. Oh, it's not so intimidating talking to these people,
right
like because they're still human. Like they still deal with certain things. Like because everybody, if you when you're in a relationship, shoot. A lot of us men say a lot of the same things, with definitely when it comes to that, no matter what position you in. But
no
but
matter the nationality ethnicity
yeah. So,
none of that.
but and I think that is the dope thing because they're not just people from our community. But I was like, yo, I'm like, oh, so like but I was like, but these are the things I'm praying for, and started preparing myself for of like, oh, I'm gonna be in them rooms. Like it's gonna be these people I talk to, and they're gonna know. But like I said, one of them, I was like, oh snap! I came home. I said, yo, one of the things I learned, I know how to make them chuckle a little bit. I said, you make somebody laugh. Oh, you can make them pretty much remember you, in a way. And that's kind of like what you was saying with the smell, like the scent, like it's like and if you don't gatekeep, then it's really like they really might remember you, especially the people on the come up, because I may not remember his face, but I'm gonna always remember this guy put me up on that, like so, and that's
especially if it work out for you too
exactly like so that's one of those reasons, and that's one of the things I'm not complete like not really completely about. Like I understand if people gatekeep of someone like literally plotting to take their position, and they know certain people, but it's certain things like that I'm just like, yo, I'm just not in that place because I'm still on the come up. So at the same time, I have to make it work first before. So it's like it's no reason to gatekeep. I gotta make it work for me as well too. But at the same time, but going back to what I was saying, like I just been, because I've been mentally preparing myself to start being in the rooms around people. It's like God just been putting these people in front of me to start talking to these people and being able to speak, not necessarily speak the lingo, but like I said, if I can make them laugh, I can small talk. So that's why I was like, yo, what better than practice my small talking on these type of people.
I'm about to say giving you that test, like you feel me, like yo, these are wealthy people. These are wealthy people that you're not going to be around just yet, but this is the practice for you. So take
You
this,
on your way.
right? So it's just like yo. So now we get in them couple $1 million meetings and. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna be over there. No, do that thing that.
Yeah.
Say that, say that joke you used to
Yeah,
always say to
yeah.
them. Like,
But I'm like, yo, and that's what I've been realizing, like mentality, even the party, everything. It was just like, yo, when you start believing and stop questioning everything, and you just and what you pray for, and you know really what you want, and you start believing it, man. Like God been showing me that He gonna put it in front of you. He gonna get you prepared, because that's what I started feeling like. Oh, every time I'm starting to learn more and more how to say and things to ask for, and and be confident enough to be like, hey, you wearing cologne? Like that's how. Oh yes, I'm like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what is that? Like, and he told me, and I was like, and smooth looked it up, and I was like, okay, I don't know which one because I didn't know the difference, and like, but I was like, but I'll figure it out when I smell it again. but I said definitely on in that one, because but that's what a lot of people do society wise. When Creed got popping, it's like that ain't necessarily just start with us, but it's like it probably came from somebody else who did the same thing. They asked somebody of wealth who had that, and they say, "Yo, it's this," and then somebody put everybody else on it. Like,
But yeah, then it's that one nigga that had it on way before everybody else did, and switches something else. It's like, yeah, nigga, y'all just got it. That's all I'm saying. It's just different. Some niggas
I
like the whole day shit up just a little. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care,
Especially
because
till it happens.
the smell ain't not going not be good. Just because like you was up on it a year before, it's like, yo, this that don't change the smell of it. It like this don't smell like you've been wearing it for a year.
I know a lot of people who love Gucci guilty, and then when everybody got it, hated it.
that's a mindset though. Like you feel me?
And that's caring too much about what everybody else thinks,
that's like me being the
I'm
same
saying
way.
the way they didn't like the smell anymore.
Nah,
Because at the same time, I never made it, like, even like you like what you like drinking, like even the nickname I gave you because I see it. But I ain't never say like, oh, he want to be like the rappers and all that. Like that's why I'm like, nah. I'm like, you tried it and you liked it, like, and that's basically like what I'm like, kind of what I'm saying. Like it's like, yo,
Okay, that's different than what I'm saying.
but it kind of sounds all the same. It's like that's why I said it sound like more of like, oh, well, then now you start thinking about what everybody else think, and I'm like, I said.
I'm just not a believer in that no more. Like just getting older now, like just like how it was. This is like whenever our beginning episodes when we was talking about this as far as like gatekeeping and stuff, and this is like, yo, we all had to learn something from somebody. So why are you going to like? And I'm not saying this you of course.
I know
I'm
that's taking cologne very seriously. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I'm joking.
I was about to say no. It's just more so like yo, because like. I just be wanting to, man, listen, bro. Because of how niggas was, bro, I don't want to keep nothing from nobody no more. Like, bro, just because you might use this game and make $1 million next week, I'm not gonna hate you for that because I had to learn something from somebody too. And I'm sure, prime example, like if we using basketball, bro, when I came back from camp, I could have gatekeeping like, nah, I'm about to just shit on everybody and take that. First thing I did, I was like, yo, bro, I learned when niggas is running up, and you look at this, so every time, like we would play, you would look better because everybody's so focused. Well, we know Ed gonna do this, but then when you go for fucking 10 to 12 points out of 16, it's like, yo, why is he scoring that much? It's like, yeah, because niggas is out here, like, so
yeah, and that's like a lot of what I do with the youngest, but just to get off all that. But like I said, it's just like I've been feeling like I've been more in that place, and I think it's been working for you as well. Do say like you've been pointing your mind certain places, like how you said you want your goals to be, but it already started, like because you started putting yourself in that place. So that's why I said it's not necessarily of a New Year's resolution. It's just more of like, yo, like during the new year and everything, and like the next year, it's like, oh, because this is something you just recently learned and start getting around. And that's why I said like it's just like it just came later for us in the year of realizing.
Yeah,
That's
just
why
the
it
fourth
seems more
quarter.
like a
Fourth
That's
quarter
why
do
it
that,
seems more
bring
like
change to that new quarter.
like it's a New Year's resolution, but it's just more of like, nah, I just got this game, but I know what I'm walking into that year with. So it's like, and just believing you're gonna be in the room. So that's why certain things like you saying, that's probably more why you're like, oh no, I'm a lot more in on this because it started happening for you because you started believing this what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna start being there, and then it started coming. Those doors started opening, like because like because then you start carrying yourself a certain way. You start looking at certain things. You start looking for those areas and everything. Like it's even some things, and I think we should all do this. Definitely, it's something I seen. It's like a black networking event. I don't know, Jay. You might have heard of it if your lady told you about it. If she saw it, but because this is something like she would know, like she probably would have seen. But they do networking events every first Friday of the month. Black networking event, like, and they get the last place they did in when they did it in December. Well, this month they did it at Attico, and I was like, but it was so like it was like when I realized, I said, dang, like I was like, dang, that'd be like we got like, and then at the moment it was like, dang, we would have to get cuts in on it, and just by the in a few days, like to prepare for this, like, but that's why I said like that's something I feel like we should all like definitely make an effort to start going through too, like just as fellas, not just with the like going out and networking and meeting new people,
Right.
because I know, but that's why I said like the small talk with these wealthy people. That's why I said like in the moments. That's why especially because even when we was in Atlanta, that's what I realized. Like even out there, but I was a different place in mindset. But at the same time, we still pretty much use that to our advantage. We talk because we've realized, yo, everybody is a connection out here. So in those type of settings, I'm want to be more like, yo, this is what we're here for. So we gonna talk. Like,
And that's and it was just like definitely putting a different mindset in like going out there with a different mindset. Like, yo, I'm not from out here, so I don't care who I approach. And it's building that up for yourself now. Like, you feel me? Just knowing like, yo, you don't know who you gonna run into if you're not willing to do something different and just go up to somebody and talk. It's like I told y'all I was catching the Uber, and next thing I know, I'm talking to a dude that shoots all chorus videos, shoot Lil Uzi, Future, all like a big somebody that and I'm like, this all came from just talking about sports shows and
him
stuff
just
like
doing
that.
a little side hustle.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
and
like,
you
this
ran
came
into him,
from,
like,
but exactly, and I'm like, bro, we start talking about he was listening to like one of the sports shows or whatever like that, and just as a regular customer to the Uber, it's like I didn't have to say anything. I could have just listened to this. You feel me? Been on my phone, did my own thing until I got there. But it's like, yo, I listened to this too. I, I don't really agree with what he's saying because I hear you talking about like, man, he talking something. It's like, yo, what you think about what he talking about? And we get into one thing leading to another, and then somehow we start talking about music, and then like he just like, yo, people know this person is this. I know him by their real name. Come to find out, he shoot videos for all these people, and then I'm like, yo, we get to talking. I get his Instagram, all. He's like, yo, bro,
facts.
if you ever starting to get on your run and you want to start doing music and stuff, it's like just hit me. He said, I don't tax people. He's like, I don't tax. What I respect it is.
Oh well, you didn't say his name, so never mind.
Yeah, I can't even remember it. So, but I'm like, it was just like he gave me that like that back home feel because he was like, yo, I don't tax my little people, like, and not to say that I'm a little person, but
like
so,
just upcoming people.
Yeah,
like,
and he was just like, yo, like you was somebody that's basically will be from around the way or something like that. You somebody that's on the up and coming. He's like, so I wouldn't tax you at all. I would give you the prices of people that's up and coming. He said, but when Future, he said when Future call, he said these type of people call, these OT people. He said, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all what y'all asking for. So, and I was like, I can respect that because you don't. One thing I used to hate is like when people would take from people that didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
and you've been there, like,
and it's like a parent. A parent will, oh, you got a job. Say you making $1,200. Oh, give me $750 a month. But they asking you to get your own crib. Well, I'm never going to be able to get my own crib.
Like, bro, you know how much longer that's gonna take?
Yeah. So like, it's just like little things like that.
But I think that at the same time, and that's why I stay be saying like with some of these artists too, I'd be like, yo, I just try to be, or just in life, I say I try to be the person I needed, like that we needed around, like that we always wish we had around.
And that's why Lil Cuz love us to death, because he like he hit me up about the last clip that you posted. I think we was talking about that. And he was like, yo, Cuz, he was like, yo, this shit just hit home so hard. He was like, that joint is some real life talk. And I was like, Cuz, I'm talking about what we went through. I was like, he just cut the clip. But I'm like, nah, Cuz, I'm a part of that. I have to talk to people about this, and they have to see this, because it's never going to be a correction if nobody is telling people this is how it goes, or everybody want to be scared to have certain convos. Nobody's going to get better. I said, you see, we effed up growing up. Like, you feel me? All right, cool. Everything seemed like it's cool, whatever. Once you start becoming a grown up and a real grown man, grown woman, bro, you realize, bro, I don't have the right arsenal for some of the war that I'm facing.
Facts.
Because of I wasn't trained properly.
Exactly.
So,
and that's why do you think all of us are depressed? Like that, even some things we see online, and one of the things we saw, I saw, they said, yo, what would you do if you had all your rent paid up or for 5 years or something, whatever it was something like that. And the dude, like he just did in the video, he laid in the bed. And I said, yo, because I've literally felt the same way. Like all of us that saw was like, yo, I literally was thinking to say like, yo, now I can finally just rest for a second. And then like some of the comments like was like, yo, it's crazy that we're all in that place, like where we all just feel like we're all that down, like depressed like that, or down low like that, to the point we all are agreeing, bro, we just finally have a moment to be like, now I like, because it's like you can finally turn your brain off for a second, like you can rest a second. But like you said, but because all that, now we're now in the world changed too, like so it's like now it's like, oh, go figure it out. But then it's like how, like what am I supposed? Oh, we toughed it out. Hey, like
I hate
that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it.
Hate when people give you that give you those types of answers. Well, you see how it helped us. Like we was raised like that. It ain't like, bro. You see, and we all effed up. You see that, so that's why I be trying to say, like, bro, don't raise the kids that way we was raised. Change that shit, because we don't like it, bro. Like, we the ages that we at, and we complain and we depressed, bro. We got PTSD from all of the ways that we was raised, thinking that it was cool. So now when I have my kid, I don't want that nothing. I don't want you to know nothing about how I was raised, bro.
Exactly.
And it's like unfortunate.
Normalize being loved properly and loving properly.
And it's like, bro, it's unfortunate like that you see stuff like that in the public eye, where T.I.'s son and him, they had that whole little thing, and people got their own misconceptions about it, whatever. However, I'm saying for us that come from that, bro, you know how happy he was to keep him in the gated community, and you can be raised like this. Yeah, it might be annoying when certain things happen. It's like, you are really a suburban kid, like but it come with the territory. Like, I would rather call you a suburban kid than be like, man, you was really in a trap. I had to come and get you and did it. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like I said,
you ain't got a bunch of kids. Like, you ain't got a bunch of kids running around like everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, this just like how me and my cousins talk about, like, yo, we grew up in a trap and literally didn't know it. Like, we literally grew up in a trap. People playing dominoes in the middle floor, fiends running in and out the crib, type shit. You feel me? You think that's regular life, bro. Growing up, bro, being my age now, bro, that shit is not cool,
and
bro.
The crazy thing is, that's what I said, like, the whole 2023 it was like really looking at things, like a lot of things in my life from the outside that I, like, to me was normal. And then I'm like, now with my own family and everything, and then like really being around different type vibes and understanding and getting that help and like growing, it's really like, I'm like, wait, like that's really not.
Bro,
like, but I thought it was normal. Like, it felt normal. Like,
and you know how lit Sunday dinners be when you older? Like,
that's why when we be at the house and doing it, I'm like, yo, it's just different.
Like, cause you think about like all the times you done ate with your fam as a kid sometimes, and it's like, yo, you get that same exact feel from back then. And you think about the days where it's just like, yo, you feel me? You might be in your room eating, your mom might be here, your sister, your brother, you feel me? Whoever. Like how I was raised, I mean, we all was tight like that, but in my house, everybody was always scattered. My mom in her room, my grandma in her room, I'm in my room. So when I be telling people like, yo, it's hard for me to, not hard for me, but sometimes like if that's the situation, it'd be hard for me to always come right together, because I'm so used to everybody just being in their own lane and their own. But when I'm on my dad's side, all we know is to be together. So it'd be trippy when you by yourself on that side. It's like, damn, bro, I'm beat as hell. Where cause at? Like, so it. Man, listen, bro. Life, life, a maze, boy.
But then at the same time, it's a lot of things that help me. Like definitely, even like with some of me and my siblings, even how I do my household, even with friends, it's just more like I like getting that essence back. That's why I be having the Juneteenth cookouts, like annual Juneteenth cookouts. I be having the Christmas pajama party at the house and all that. Like we'll get together and all like.
You doing that again?
We were super thinking about it, but because it was really like what day will we do it?
I gotta get the next tank fight. Try that again.
Oh yeah, but even us doing those type of things, like we had the Tank and Ryan Garcia at my house, and then you had the Spence and Crawford. So it was like doing things like that. Like even though that's us amongst us homies, but it's still at the same time, it's those type of essence. Because then even my mother said when we doing certain activities, she said she wants to start doing those this type of things we do at the house. Because I'm like, nah, man, I'm really seeing like we really keeping the essence of the village. Like that's what we do.
I just posted this the other day too. I was like, yo, I gotta I gotta talk to my family about having a family reunion. I'm like, bro, those used to be the funnest days ever, bro. Like, get them custom shirts, go out somewhere, and we really be mobbing. As you know, it's so like imagine you feel me. Imagine just a small family getting together, bro. It's already like 50, like literally like damn near 50 of us just from like 5 or 6 siblings, like. And that's my grandmother's kids, like.
And then it's even funnier because now when we in the era too where your homies and like everybody can come. Like that's why I was like, bro, y'all been in so many family functions with me. Like and I was like, bro, because that's also normal too.
Yeah,
like it's facts. Like because like blood just make you a relative. And I really stand on that. Blood just make you a relative, but loyalty and companionship, all that, like love, that makes you family. Like,
and it's funny because like that type of stuff. I forgot where I was going. I was trying to keep.
Well, you was about to say how handsome I was too, but
everybody get a load of the guy, man. Get a look. Turn left. Turn left. Yeah, look. Nah. What I was about to say is, it's funny. It's funny because when me and my cousin we was talking about that, he was like, "Yo, we really the new adults now."
Yes,
like meaning,
that's how I looked at it.
And I was like, and meaning like,
shout
yo,
out M. Gotti
like,
for the tea.
Absolutely, because I'm smashing my joint.
Yeah, that's what I was definitely thinking. I said, "Dang, I gotta thank for this because I don't usually drink tea, but this is coming in handy."
Yeah, I'm about to say, and it's doing me justice.
Yeah, I was like, "This thing coming in handy."
Yeah,
but
see, I ain't going crazy. I was dying that first episode.
Oh yeah.
No, but just as saying, he was like, "Yo, because we gonna be the ones that's setting up stuff and doing all this. Like, we gonna have to be the poster child for them to see like this is how we keep stuff in order." And I was like, "Yo, we gotta really be very great at that because they're on a different scale than we was coming up. Like they 100 miles an hour now these days. Like they coming out the womb knowing what shit is. Like they know how to operate a tablet by one, literally. Like,
but that's why I said when the world changed, and it's like, but then we had to go out with the figuring this stuff out too. Like that's why like I'm like, yo, like we really are like some depressed, like a depressed generation, but we're also the ones making the difference too. Like we normalize going to get help. Like when you said, like how you said that, I'm glad you said it on camera. Like no, you knowing you need help and still choosing not to do it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
like that's sick.
No, facts. And I mean, we just that generation that make sure we make a change. Like we make sure we just a generation of people who had to grow up in both time periods. Like you had to adapt, you had to learn adaptation and different from these kids, but that also helped them learn how to make change. Like these kids are going to change. Like they already are. They're like they stand firm what they believe. They change so much like legislation from just how they believe and forcing older like our generation and us focusing the generation ahead of us to think differently, more positively, see their era and how we might have done things in the past, and make sure we make a difference to make a better future.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too, because we started being the tie between those two different generations, like our kids and our parents, because now we're like because we started being more vocal about it, and like, wait, and even the way we looked at certain things, like of the mentality of like, yo, I don't want to, because now we got to see what the retirement looked like. Like, I'm gonna just use that as an example. Like, when they say like, all you gonna get, like back then, how they say, all you gonna get is a gold watch and a little bit of this, and that's
Not
it.
even that
So
today.
so and then, but now it's like we got the witnessing, and it's like now it really don't look like that. Like, so we want to figure this out, and then we also trying to make it easier for us, so that way not only are we on the grind, but we still can manage to make time for our children. Like, because then, like, back then we're from the era where like all parents had the three jobs and everything, even though you got two parent households, but they all got multiple jobs. Like, so it's one of them things, because they're more from the era of, as long as like, because they may have grew up broke, so they're like, yo, as long as I got money, that'll fix everything. But now we're, as an adult, and we seeing like, yo, sometimes that doesn't fix anything. Like, it doesn't really, it keeps a certain balance, like, because you can see you can have more, but at the same time you're like, yo, at the cost of making someone else feel the way I do. Nah, I just rather not. That's why I said, like, I know us in this room, we're big on like keeping that village, like keeping a village, because it really does take a village.
No facts.
Well, any anything else, like, any
No, I
any
mean,
things?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I think
Happy
that was.
mother.
I think that was dope. I think it was like pretty informative too, like just to help the people and all, like, and just really
Aye.
expound on some things, like, hey, yo. But anything else you want to say, Mr. Playboy?
New year, new me.
Hey,
So,
yeah.
I would just say, yo, just start attacking them goals, man, and start take it day by day, step by step, bro. It's not going to happen overnight, and if it does, kudos to you. But everything is a process. Learn to fall in love with the process, fall in love with the grind. Don't be so money driven, because it comes with everything that you dream of, bro. Like,
Facts.
everything that you dream of, yo, I want to be whatever that might be for yourself. Just know that all of that comes with the dream. So just stay intact with the dream, and everything else will follow.
And that has been the King Status Podcast, the last episode you will see of 2023. Congratulations, fellas. Congratulations. We made it. We
Yes,
made
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
We started this year and we finished in this year off right.
Very
we
strong.
appreciate y'all for tuning in to the King Status Podcast.
Thank you, all the
Thank
fans.
y'all.
Thank you, all the subscribers. Thank you, everybody that's
Thank
engaged with us. Everybody that's giving us feedback, helping this show continue to grow, bro. We thank you. We love y'all.
We love you.
And invite more people. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe
Yes,
all
yes.
2024 as well, and continue on the years to come. We appreciate y'all. You have been with me, your host, Mr. Mortar King, along with
EdBuck LC, aka Playboy Bucky. You know what's up.
Mr. Prolific, aka J Duce.
If
Do say so.
myself. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Happy New Year. Remember,
New
even
Year.
in the new year, no one can fit the crown that's meant for you. Peace.